expeditions and the World Wildlife Fund to travel to Antarctica, ground zero for climate change. But this frigid landscape can be deceptive. It's bearing the brunt of the effects of climate change. Across the Antarctic Peninsula, the ice season has shortened by more than 3 months over the last 40 years, and 87% of the glaciers here are receding. This expedition allows tourists to come face to face with the realities of climate change, seeing science in action. Ari Friedlander and a team of researchers are scanning the horizon, searching for whales. These marine biologists have come from all over the United States to Antarctica to study the pressures facing the humpback and minke whale population. The biopsy samples are taken using a crossbow.
This is the tip that'll collect the skin and the blubber sample from the whale. It'll penetrate in about an inch or so, inch and a half into the animal and get some skin and blubber.
The arrow makes contact, the researchers assuring us that it doesn't hurt the gigantic mammal. These samples, revealing plastics, heavy metals and even flame retardants, have made their way into whales' bodies, the tendrils of man stretching even here to the seemingly pristine and remote waters of Antarctica.
This little subsample is about all you need for both the molecular and the hormone work.
Their research is already yielding results. A recent report by the WWF highlights that whales of the Antarctic are facing increased pressures due to commercial krill fisheries and to climate change.
As citizens of the planet, regardless of where you live, we have an obligation to let things be in a way that is unencumbered by our activities.
But a landmark report released by the UN revealed that humans are already altering the world at an unprecedented pace. Over 1 million plant and animal species are now at risk of extinction. Here in the peninsula, many penguin populations are already on the decline. The loss of sea ice is affecting their primary food source, krill. And through funding from the WWF, the researchers are now using the latest technologies available, from satellite tags and drones, to determine how the decline in krill is affecting the whale population. Chris Johnson with the World Wildlife Fund has been instrumental in taking the research data and turning it into policy. Their goal is to protect 30% of the oceans surrounding Antarctica by 2030.
Time is of the essence because a recent report by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change said we have 12 years to really fight the impacts of climate change.
During the height of the Cold War, the Antarctic Treaty was signed, designating the continent as a natural reserve for peace and science. And since then, it's been a place where we come to determine the health of the world. So right up there in 1985 was one of the places that scientists discovered the hole in the ozone layer. It's a pretty special place. It's an issue that Nightline shed light on in 1992, becoming the first to ever broadcast live from Antarctica.
Scientists say the ozone hole over the area, actually more of a thinning of the ozone layer, is now the largest ever recorded.
Since then, the hole in the ozone has recovered significantly and is on its way to healing completely.
It is one of the biggest success stories that we have for nature. I'm hopeful we can fight climate change, both here and at home.
Making a difference to this place from thousands of miles away might seem impossible, but the recovery of the humpback whale is testament to what can be done to save our planet wherever we are.